Hello, 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 everyone. Oh my gosh, it has been a minute since I have done a live pick a card for a new moon or full moon. But we are in Virgo new moon energy, Virgo new moon tomorrow. So wherever you are in the world, um, check out the time for your new moon in Virgo. But that's where we're at. I have it for tomorrow, and for some reason, I was thinking it was today, but it's not. So tomorrow. So what this pick a card is going to do is kind of indicate for you what this new moon will be bringing you. And so I chose 3 stones that are all to do with love in some way, universal love. So I am Melissa L. Watkins, integrated energy therapy master instructor, teacher, and also channeler. So, welcome everyone. So, I'm going to hold up the 3 stones, and then at the beginning of each of the readings, I'm actually going to kind of go into what I feel like that stone kind of represents for you or means for you in this new moon energy. So, we have the smaller tumbled rose quartz. So some of you were drawn to this. And then we have a very large piece of raw rose quartz. So we have those 2. And then I was called to a piece of tumbled rhodonite, which when I looked it up was also to do with love. So 3 very different stones. So we've got smaller, tumbled, larger rose quartz that is raw. And then we have the rhodonite. So those are your choices for the for the pick a cards. And of course, I dropped. There we go. We're just gonna cleanse it. I also have some Palo Santo smudge spray. I'm actually going to just kind of give it a little spritz. Let's see if I can get that on camera. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Give it a little spritz. Give it a little cleanse. Cleansed them all and cleansed us and cleansed everything before I started this reading. So, so in the comment box, you can put tumbled rose quartz, raw rose quartz, or rhodonite, or you can do small rose quartz, large rose quartz, and rhodonite. But definitely, yeah, inform the readings with your energy by commenting which one you're drawn to. Not the one that's your favorite, not the one that you would normally choose, just the one that's really calling you. It's like, whew, I can't not look at that, or I can't, or it's really, really calling me. So this beautiful piece of rhodonite. Look at that. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have not pre-pulled any cards. I've got a bunch of decks out here, but we're just going to see where spirit takes us. So then we've got this smaller piece of rose quartz, and it's like a baby pink. It is a lighter pink, baby pink, but it's a really beautiful piece I've had for a long time, I think. And then I have this, this is the raw rose quartz, and it does have kind of a, almost like where it was broken off on this end, but this is the larger piece of rose quartz that I have that is raw. It has not been tumbled. So drop in the comments which you're being called to, because I do feel like in some way these readings are going to definitely have some sort of way in which love is coming into you in this new moon energy, whether it's self-love, a new partner, romance, or just more compassion in your life. Love through compassion, being more compassionate, loving yourself through gratitude, loving yourself with forgiveness. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. And I feel like it's, I know Virgos are, so I actually looked up Virgo, because I felt like I needed like a I don't really have I don't know where Virgo is in my chart. It's not a zodiac sign I'm very familiar with. Um, so it's a large constellation to represent maiden or goddess associated with the harvest. So this is perfect, right? September harvest. It contains several bright stars, the brightest of which is Spica, and a dense cluster of galaxies. And so that's really interesting. So yeah, goddess energy, your divine feminine coming out in this uh new moon, new beginning, new beginning in goddess energy or loving yourself or so this was actually what I was looking at. So it is the sixth sign of the zodiac wheel, and they are so Virgo is associated with being smart, sophisticated, proud of completing tasks with perfection, right? Born to serve, they experience immense joy in pleasing the love of their lives. And when it comes to forming friendships, Virgos may seem shy initially, but when their trust is earned, they will become friends for life. So I feel like this is just really, really however this is resonating for you, right? Like you're ready to love, or you're ready to open up to love, or you're ready to love yourself, or you're ready for the goddess energy to come in for you, like wherever you are on that spectrum, but like harvesting, new beginning, coming into and, I've been really feeling this coming for, probably about a week, week and a half. I've been feeling self-love. I've been talking about self-love. It's been coming in the daily messages. I think it even came in the weekly message. So the monthly message in September. So, if you've been following me for a while, I just feel like this, new moon reading in Virgo is really, it's not even a surprise that we're having this energy come in, that it is going to be some form of, love, but we do have the rhodonite. We have the smaller tumbled rose quartz, and then the larger raw rose quartz. So those are your three choices. So yes, please comment, even if you're watching on the replay before we get into the different readings, um, which one you are being drawn to. Again, not your favorite, not the one that you would choose to carry or wear, but the one that's like, whew, okay, that's the one I'm feeling right now. That's the one that's really calling me, right? So, hello, Sherry. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Tammy. Hello, honey. Aaron, welcome. We have Steph in the house and Jessica. Hello. And Michelle, welcome. So, and those of you on the replay, please hashtag replay and definitely comment what crystal you're being drawn to. Because again, at the beginning of each of the readings, I'm actually going to talk about the crystal a little bit and what I feel like it is coming forth to bring you in this new moon energy. So that is what we're going to do tonight. And thank you for being here. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hashtag replays. Thank you for all of the energy in which you are giving me in fair exchange. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly, truly appreciate it. Whether you're watching this live with me on Facebook or whether you are going to be watching this on the replay on YouTube, please, please, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because um, daily I'm dropping videos daily. So if you're someone that is in the midst of some kind of change, growth, healing, ascension, whatever it is. That is what I'm here being called to share with each and every one of you in however you're finding me, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, my website, in person. So a shout out to Crystal Clear Wellness and Health Center. And I'll actually be there this weekend doing integrative energy therapy, basic, intermediate, and advanced level certification. So if you're in the area and that's something you've been thinking about, feel free to reach out. There's still space available. And then I will be back there in October doing my evidential mediumship course. For those of you who've taken it in the past virtually and would like to be with me in person, please feel free to reach out so we can make that happen. So we got a good lot of good stuff going on. We got a lot of good stuff going on. I'm so excited about where we're going in the next month and a half, virtually, in person. So if you're someone that is on a healing journey and would like to do an energy healing session with me, please just go to my website, check it out, guidance311.com, integrative energy therapy, what it is, how it can help. Testimonials of beautiful, beautiful people who have taken it and had their lives profoundly shaken up, advanced, happiness, health, wealth, all of it, right? So all good stuff. All right, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I think what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna start actually with the, tumbled small rose quartz. So what I was, so I did a little research. So rose quartz, of course, is, love, right? So, let's see. I did take a picture of kind of a little bit of a description just so I would have a reference for us. Um, because I am not an expert on crystals. I know enough to get me in trouble, right? I like to know, but I also like to, I like to stay informed. I like to stay informed. I'm always learning. I'm always learning. So whether it's learning about different archangels, a different ascended masters, different energies, different light codes, different like whatever it is. Like I just love to be learning. So what I looked up earlier was tumbled versus raw. Okay. So even though they're both rose quartz, there's going to be very different properties. So if you chose the tumbled rose quartz, it's because you are gaining strength. Because tumbled rose quartz is actually stronger. The tumbling actually strengthens the crystal. And so, those of you who chose this, it's because you are coming into your power. You are coming into your strength with your ability to share love, receive love, give love. That you are now coming into this mastery of compassion and being able to be compassionate in a way that people may see you as weaker, but it's your superpower. It's not that you're weaker. It's that you are now just able to embody love in a way that you can share it through being compassionate. Even if they're not at their best, you can still be compassionate to them. It doesn't mean you're accepting what they're giving you. It just means you're not being triggered. You're not reacting. You're sending them love, even in your disconnection or in your boundary, whatever it is that you are doing to keep yourself safe and stable, right? But the rose quartz, the tumbled one, it's stronger. It's you are stronger. You're stronger in your faith. You're stronger in your belief. You're stronger in your knowingness. You're stronger in that love is the universal energy, and you are just ready to embody it. You're ready to embody it. All right. So let's see what we have for this tumbled smaller piece of rose quartz. If you were drawn to this crystal tonight, what is the overarching energy that this new moon is going to be bringing you? Yeah, there it is. Look at that change. And look at that. I love it. Look at that. She's in red. Her flowing. Yeah, I almost feel like this is a person. Doesn't it? It looks like, yeah, it looks like there's a person in this, and then there's a person here. Look at that. I think that's the first time I've ever noticed that in this card. Let me see if I can get that up there. Change. Change is not a bad thing. Change is not a bad thing. This new moon energy, again, you are stronger. You are ready to be more compassionate. You are ready to give and receive love. So that is going to be changing how you are being received by people. It is going to change how you are interacting with people. It is bringing you into this big purpose of embodying love in the way that is going to be most beneficial for you, right? So again, if you are um struggling right now with um people in situations, drop down into your compassion, drop down into your heart and speak from that place. And speak from that place. Okay, so we're digging into this, and these literally fell out. So we have the Page of Cups, we have the King of Swords, we have Temperance, and we have the Two of Cups. And that's only four, so we will probably pull one or two more. So yeah, the Page of Cups, divine comfort, gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. There it is. So yeah, you may be coming in connection with people who aren't valuing what you're bringing to the table in this new moon energy, but you're protected. So you can still stand in your power. You can still speak your truth, dropping down into your heart. But this is now allowing you to go in the direction that you need to for you, knowing that you're protected in saying the things that you need to say, whether they're ready to hear them or not, right? Yeah, because then we have the King of Swords coming in, victory, grants victory and protection from lightning. Oh my gosh. Protection and protection. Look at that. Protection and protection. So you are protected. You are protected. And so dropping down into your heart, setting your boundary, going in the direction that you're being called to go in, it's okay. It's okay to be in your power. It's okay to say what you need to say to the people around you who are not loving you or respecting you. So it's not that they're not loving you, it's they're not respecting you. They probably love you very much, but they're in their own stuff in a way that's not allowing them to love you in the way that you deserve to be loved. And so we have temperance coming in, reconciliation regains the favor of those who one has offended. So what I will say is, for some of you, there may be a reconciliation with a friend, a family member, even a past loved one, a past relationship. But I'm not feeling like reconciliation and that you guys are going to get back together. What I'm feeling is reconciliation of they now understand how they hurt you. They now understand how they did you dirty, right? There's something in them that is shifting in this new moon energy where they're now ready to take responsibility for the part they played in whatever happened in your relationship that didn't really work out. And so it's okay for you to accept the apology, but I would be hesitant unless there's real change that you're seeing, right? Real change that they've implemented before they've come back to you, before I would think about stepping into a relationship with them. So that's kind of my feeling on that. But yeah, because it's Two of Cups, fruition provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. Awesome, Michelle. Awesome. So yes, things are coming into fruition. So again, somebody showing up, some something blossoming, right? Something really changing or really becoming abundant. Whether again, it's somebody coming back and going, "Hey, sorry about that. Didn't mean it." It doesn't mean for most of you that there's going to be a reconnection, but it's going to allow you to maybe get the closure you're looking for if you've not given it to yourself, which we should be giving it to ourselves, right? Or it's just going to allow you to go, validation of what I felt at the time. I knew it was their trauma. I knew it was their stuff. I knew it wasn't anything I could change or affect. So I had to, go down the road. And so we have Three of Swords also coming out. Yeah, love and submission cures illness, influences paternal love, and gives long life. So the Three of Swords is definitely coming in to say, yeah, look at that. The person that is coming in saying, I'm sorry, the person that is coming in saying, I did you dirty, the person coming in saying, you were too good for me, whatever they're saying. I think it's just important that you accept it for what it is, understand where they're coming from, that they've had a shift, right? But that doesn't mean that it's about getting back together. It's just allowing you to change. It's allowing you to go in that new direction without that baggage. I love that, Michelle. I love that. I'm so happy for you. Hello, Rosemary. Hello, Angeli. Hello. All right. So let's get some more guidance on this first small tumbled rose quartz piece. Oh yeah. It's time for motion. This red color for you guys is just being very, very impactful, like very, very powerful for this first choice, for this first tumbled rose quartz. So Mars is coming in again. It is time for change. It's time for motion. It's time for getting out of stagnation. It's time for you to put whatever you need to put behind you, behind you. Give yourself the closure if the person isn't showing up to give you closure, or they show up to give you closure and it's too selfish. Like it's not closure. It's just them needing more validation or more energy stealing of you because they don't have it within themselves, right? So this is where the motion is. You've got to go in the direction that's right for you. This is where you've got to say, yeah, I'm out. Like I was out before, but now I'm really, really out. And Mars can be a little bit of a warrior energy, right? So, you want to drop down into your heart and speak from that place because you don't want to trigger anyone. You don't want to be triggered, right? We don't want this to be difficult, but I feel like the warrior energy is coming in to say, stand in your power. Don't take, don't don't back down. Don't back down. Stand in the power that you need to stand in. Go in the direction you need to go in. Do you. And, if they can't accept that, then that's on them. That's on them. All right, some advice. Some advice. Some advice. All right, that was too many. So that just means we need an extra clearing. So I'm just going to run it over the candle there and clean out the energy. And there, they feel better. They don't feel so gunky. All right, let's see what the advice is. You got two. I'll take two. Two I will take. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Cut the cord. Cut the cords. Cut the cords. There's your validation. It's okay to cut the cord. It's okay to reclaim your energy. It's okay to go in the direction you need to go in for yourself. It's okay to say, I'm moving on. Yeah, because it's time for you to come into ease and grace. And you can't do that if you've got someone pulling on you who isn't respecting you, who isn't loving you, who isn't allowing you to um, flourish, blossom, be the full expression of yourself. If they're clipping your wings, trying to keep your edges down, you deserve to be the full expression of who you came here to be. And anybody that is not allowing the relationship to flow in ease and grace, family member, friend, mentor, coworker, boss, doesn't matter. Partner, right? Ex, current, whatever it is, if it's not flowing in ease and grace, right? You've got to look at it and go, whew, okay, where can I stand in my power? Where can I drop down into my heart and speak from that place, right? And am I being respected? Am I being loved? Am I being heard? Is what I'm saying being taken in? They're not just paying lip service to hearing me. Where is there real respect and change being affected that is allowing me to know that I'm important. What I want is important, who I am is important, that my goals and my needs are just as important. And then when you're not getting a yes to all of those questions, then it's time to say, where do I need to cut the cord? Where do I need to cut them off from my energy that is helping them in some way gain something, but it's pulling me down because I can't maintain my high energy level when I've got someone pulling on me all the time, right? And if they're not giving to you, if there's not reciprocity, it's not reciprocal, it's not an even exchange, right? Then we have to look at it. We have to look at it and say, what needs to change here? Is this where I need to set a boundary, or is this where I need to say, hey, uh, why am I not getting the respect, right? Um, how is it that I can help you? And if I can't help you, where can we get you help? And if you don't want to do that, then we have to look at cutting the cord, right? Hello, Lori. Hello, hello. Awesome, Cynthia. Awesome. All right, so we're going to get an angel messages from the angels. Let's see what the messages from the angels want, and then we're going to move on to, and that literally went flying. And then we're going to move on to, I think we're going to do the rhodonite. I'm hearing. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets and on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. Yeah. So for those of you who have crossed over pets, okay, or you feel like you don't have unconditional love in this physical life right now, right? You can reach across the veil and call in pets or higher vibrational beings, dragons, mermaids, fairies, elementals, unicorns, to give you and help you receive unconditional love until it shows up in the physical. All right? So I love that for you. I love that for you. Love is the frequency of the universe. And for some of us, we've been so traumatized at such an early age that accepting love, receiving love scares us because we learned very early that it was hurtful. It was going to hurt us in some way. And in these energies, with this Virgo new moon, I feel like there's going to be some real healing that is going to happen for many of you around that inner child wounding, if you allow it. If you allow it, you can simply ask for it to come in. You can meditate, visualizing being bubbled in Archangel Ariel's pink ray, helping you to receive love where it doesn't feel scary, doesn't feel terrifying, it doesn't feel hurtful, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. And I feel like that's why they want you to call in your pets in the physical, or your pets in the non-physical, or the higher vibrational beings that want to work with you. The dragons, the unicorns, the mermaids, the fairies, the elementals, and any other higher being. All right? And I love that this card is pink, right? Love. Love, yes. It's time to receive it. It's time to give it. It's time to allow it in. It's time to heal. And for some of you, this new moon may trigger you in some way that actually allows you to release. So thank you for being here. Okay. That was oh, awesome, Rosemary. She's like, my middle name is Yvonne. Oh, that's absolutely validation. It's not coincidence, it's synchronicity. You're in the right place, hearing the right message. So take what resonates, honey. Thank you for being here. All right. So we're going to do the rhodonite next. I actually was hearing rhodonite. So for those of you who are just joining us, this was the third crystal. All the crystals were actually on the poster of the post about. So if you need to kind of go out and scroll down, you'll see all three crystals on the poster. But this is the rhodonite, and rhodonite is also about love. Rhodonite is also about love and very beautiful. All right, rhodonite. That is not what I wanted. I thought I saved these guys, but when I looked them up earlier, I must not have saved them. Sorry about that. So for those of you live, I know this is probably a little frustrating. And those of you who are watching on the replay, you can simply skip all this. There it is. Okay. Rhodonite is a stone of compassion, an emotional balancer that clears away emotional wounds and scars from the past and that nurtures love. It stimulates, clears, and activates the heart. Rhodonite grounds energy, balances yin yang, and aids in achieving one's highest potential. It heals emotional shock and panic. So there it is. There's rhodonite. All right. So those of you called to rhodonite. So again, there's going to be some healing that is going to happen in this new moon energy. Now remember, this new moon energy is not just, it is typically 3 days, the day before, the day of, and the day after, right? It's actually usually 3 days before, the day of, and then like 3 days after you get like that new moon energy. But I really feel like with everything else going on, again, I'm not an astrologer, but I really feel like this energy is going to carry us until the next new moon, right? Not even the next full moon in 2 weeks, but the next new moon. So for many of you, this healing might not come in right away. It may be something that you actually don't like consciously be aware of until you're in a situation where you think, I handled that way differently than I've ever handled that before, right? So for some of you, it may be the awareness coming in down the road that, yes, I did receive a healing. All right. So that is rhodonite. So yeah, compassion. Um, all right, let's see what the theme of this is going to be. Okay, that one wanted to come out. Oh, okay. So this doesn't surprise me. So if you don't follow me regularly or you don't watch the daily cards, actually it's a daily reading, daily guidance. Today's daily guidance was a lot of masculine energy coming out. So this doesn't surprise me that I'm seeing this now, because I feel like when I was doing today's daily guidance, if you did not see it, you can definitely go to YouTube, go to my daily guidance video, go to the bottom or switch it so all the newest are at the top. But today's was really about masculine energy coming in. And I feel like for those of you who are drawn to the rhodonite, that reading will also really resonate, okay? There might be something there for you to kind of go and look at. So what I'm seeing or feeling for you, this masculine energy is because you need to get into more masculine energy. Yes, we want to be nurturing. Yes, we want to be warm and fuzzy. And yes, we want to be creative, right? But this new moon energy is calling you to be in your divine masculine, being very organized, being very intentional, getting things accomplished, getting things fixed, getting things done, right? Finalized, right? And I feel like that's because there's things you've been procrastinating on. There's been things you've been keep shuffling to the back that you just don't want to take care of because it's not fun, right? It's not fun. And it maybe feel overwhelming. It may feel hard. It may feel like, it's just not your cup of tea. You may not even feel like you're qualified to take care of it. So for some of you, it is reaching out and getting a professional, right? Getting the contract signed or, just getting something taken care of. And so I feel like this is you really having to step into your divine masculine where it's not your comfort zone at all. But by getting that off your plate, by taking care of whatever it is you're procrastinating about, or you keep shuffling to the back, right? Getting it off your plate is going to open up your energy where then you can get back in to divine feminine, to what you do enjoy, right? So let's dig into this and see what specifically spirit wants to bring out. Okay, there's the first one. There's number 2. This is interesting. Mm. All right. Yeah, there's a real specific reason they want you to get into your divine masculine. Absolutely. Yeah, I love it. Okay. Oh, interesting. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. You really, really can't. So today, when I was doing the daily guidance, and honestly, guys, please, please, please go and watch that. Even if you just go and watch the reading portion of it, because it really was a longer video today. I'm going to be honest with you, but this was the same card on the bottom of the deck, the devil. The devil. Yeah. So it is time. It is time to look at what needs to end, because it does. It needs to end. So whether it's an addiction, whether it's procrastination, whether it's some way in which you keep hurting yourself, I'm too much screen time. Wasting too much energy with just that mindless scrolling, mindlessness, right? Being more mindful is really what you're being called to do, because it's time for you to come into your power, your grandeur. So the 8 of Wands, it's time for you to come into your grandeur. It's time for you to come into, oh gosh, just being big and bold and making the moves and making the decisions and being seen and being heard and not standing in the background and not putting up with it. And it just feels like, whew, go, go. Yeah. Because yeah, and there it is. So you got the 2 of Cups. So this is 2 of Cups is coming out again because yeah, it's time for fruition. It's time for you to move in the direction that brings you what you need. And I feel like for you, this is power play. It's time for your power play. Whatever that means for you. Whether that's stepping into a brand new role, whether that's putting your foot down with a situation that you've just been, it'll take care of itself, or I'll get through it, or this is just no, this is like big power move time. Big power move time. Yeah, because it's time for you to get to 2 of Pentacles, fortune and fame. It's just time for you to have what you deserve, to be what you deserve to be, what you came here to be, to fulfill your purpose in some way. And this new moon energy is like, stop procrastinating, stop not doing the thing we keep bringing you to do, stop not taking the synchronicity that we keep bringing you to, stop not seeing the signs that we're bringing you to, stop questioning, doubting. Doubting Thomas is what I'm hearing. Yeah. You've been too much of a doubting Thomas. It's time to get into the faith, because the Knight of Pentacles is bringing the light of understanding. Yeah. It's time. It's time for you to understand your role, your bigness, your boldness, your gifts, your talents, who you are, and to show it. Like, not sit down anymore and not say, "I'll do that tomorrow," or "I'll contact that person tomorrow," or "It'll be there in 3 months." No, it's time. It's time. Yeah, the praiseworthy God, it's card number 6. Laleo. Yeah, it's time. Fortune and fame. Fortune and fame. Poel, number 56. God who supports the universe. Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to support your mission, support your universe, support who you are, who you came here to be. Ace, because it's all the ace. Here it is, the Ace of Wands. There it is, new beginning. New beginning. There it is, Ace of Wands. That's why. That's why it's time to be bold. That's why it's time to not put up with anybody's BS. Fertility and multiplicity protects against despair, helps one be patient. Yeah. Oh, male, the patient God. Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to be bold. It's time for you to get out of procrastination. It's time for you to stand in your glory. It's time for you to praise that spark of divinity that is within you, that is sovereign, that has a purpose, that is here for a reason, that wants things, certain things, right? And it's time to step into them, whatever they are. Whether it's a new job, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's um a new situation, a new way of being. Maybe it's time to step into just a new way of presenting who you are to the world, that more authentic expression of yourself. And it's your masculine energy that you have to tap into that's going to allow you to make the changes, to be yourself, and to get out of anything that's keeping you from doing that, right? Anything that's stopping you. Any addictive behavior, any patterns, any procrastination, any energy waste, any people who are draining you. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Divine power guards against mental troubles. Yeah, there it is. Like, divine feminine, divine masculine, finding the balance between the two, but knowing that it's time to honor that spark of divinity that is within you and be bold and be assertive and speak your needs and be who you came here to be. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Midheaven, Pinnacle, number 36. I don't know. I don't normally talk about the numbers, but I feel like there's somebody who's going to watch this or is watching this that one of these numbers is just going to be like, bingo, that's for me. So the midheaven, and I'm just going to read a little bit about this. All right. So there we go. Look at that castle. The midheaven contains clues about how your family trained you to be visible in the world, your relationship to others' authority, and how you step into your own personal authority. It describes the future mountaintop and pinnacle of your work in the world. The midheaven is the highest point of the chart where the sun would be at midday. This most public visible point of the chart acts like the flagpole on top of your personal castle. So the action, inventory your professional reputation and ask what you can do to strengthen it. Think about the training you've received from those authorities and notice where it still serves you and where you need to release your preconceptions and step into something bigger. Be bold. It's time. All right. The challenge is tradition, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true power. The gift here is underneath all worldly sense of Ambition is soul's longing to live out its potential. Listen to the call. So I love that for you. Right? Right? All right, let's get some advice because yes, it's really important to become aware of how you see yourself, how other people see you, and are you still operating out of some expectation, family, societal, whatever it is, it's just time to let that go because it's not who you are and it's not important. Yeah. Yeah, earth and ground. Earth and ground in this energy. Earth and ground. And, getting grounded, um, can also help you get into touch with your divine masculine, right? Because the divine feminine energy can be more lighter, more, ethereal, more creative, right? But by earth and grounding, you can really get into connection with feeling the, real, solidity of Mother Gaia, how solid the earth is, and how solid it will support you, the strength that you can draw from her, right? And that can help you make the choices and decisions, have the conversations, do what it is you need to do to be bold. So, earth and ground, getting out in nature or doing grounding meditations, but getting into connection with Mother Gaia so you can feel solid and safe and supported as you move forward. Have your new beginning in a new way. Oh, all right. So, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels guide you and help you with the process. So, that may resonate with someone or all of you. You also got Ray. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So, again, movement, grounding, getting into connection with your body, getting into connection with your physicality, helping you to feel safe and stable. In Xana, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Oh, oof, look at that. Just put your hands on your heart, drop down into your heart, and let Xana come in and help you feel safe and stable, that you are protected. Deep breath in and release. You are protected. So I hope that resonated. Thank you so much for being here. So that was number 2, the rhodonite. And now, last but not least, we are going to oh, that's awesome, Sherry. Sherry just said, "Just taught an earth grounding yoga flow last night." Oh, that's so cool. So here it is. This is the raw piece of rose quartz. All right. So let's see what. So the rose quartz raw piece, what I would say about this is because it's not tumbled, it's actually a softer stone, more easily broken. So what I would say is for those of you who chose this stone, I feel like there's a vulnerability that you may have to either embody for those of you who really can't be vulnerable because that's just too scary. And for others of you, it may be that you need to be vulnerable to open up and to receive love and to give love. So there's something here about vulnerability and how that kind of resonates with you, whether you're someone that maybe is too vulnerable and needs to find some strength and support, or for those of you who just cannot be vulnerable because it's too scary and you're not allowing the love in. All right, so let's take a look at the overarching message for this crystal. Mm. There it is. There it is. Oh my gosh, I love when spirit speaks. Spirit speaks. Yes, boundaries. You have to set boundaries. And for those of you who, again, you're not okay being setting boundaries or saying no or not being people pleasing because you're afraid of being hurt, because you were taught that to be anything other than people pleasing would get you hurt. So I really feel like in relationships across the board, whatever the relationship is in your life, that you're being taken advantage of, that you're not being respected in, that you're just being taken advantage of. You're not being respected, maybe abused verbally, emotionally, physically, sexually. And this is where you would want to definitely reach out to professionals. And I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a professional. So you would want to, I'm not giving advice. All right. There's no advice being given. But I do feel like Spirit is speaking on this. So that those of you who maybe are hiding in the shadows or staying underground about some things, this full new moon may absolutely trigger you to finally seek out help or set that boundary that is going to allow you to get the help that you need, or just move away from it. Move away from it. Yeah, Nine of Swords, purification, protection from the impious. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Purification, purifying your relationships, purifying the people in your life, purifying what you deserve. Really rooting out any contaminant, rooting out anything that is not serving you, rooting out anything that is harming you, anything harmful. Justice. Wow. Justice makes truth known in court, causes innocence to prevail. There it is. It's time for your innocence to prevail in whatever way that looks like for you. For some of you, maybe there does have to be some legal action. Maybe there does have to be a professional involved. For some of you, it's just taking justice into your own hands and moving away and setting that boundary. Yeah, Divine Warrior, 10 of Cups, confounds the wicked, brings victory and peace. Whew, there it is. And these are the only 3 cards that came out, and I really feel like, pile number 3, these are the only 3 cards you need. Purification, justice, and protection. There it is. There it is. Yeah, it's a beautiful message, Lisa. It's a beautiful message. So it's time. However those boundaries look for you, it's time. Whatever those boundaries need to be, whether it's complete disconnection or just some very stringent boundaries of what you will and will not accept, whatever that looks like for you. But please reach out and get the support that you need. Emotionally, physically, mentally, energetically, financially. Where do you gotta set the boundaries and eliminate the contaminants, eliminate the people that are just it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. Like, they are who they are, and they're that way for a reason. So if there's someone that really is infringing on your rights, not treating you well, there's something within them that's broken. However, it is not your responsibility to fix. The only thing you can do is go in the direction that's right for you. Yeah, clear, cancel, and release. Any situation, any person, any connection, anything that you need to purify, anything you need to move away from, because it is time for you to come in to joy and contentment. Absolutely. Because you are being transformed. So if you chose the raw rose quartz, know that this new moon in Virgo is bringing you transformation. And this is not little transformation, this is big transformation. The justice card is about you receiving justice in some way, whether you're giving it to yourself or it's coming to you legally, whatever it looks like in your life. But it's time to set those boundaries, and you can clear, cancel, and release people, situations, because it's time for joy and contentment. It's time for you to have what you need, to be easy, to be safe, to feel happy, know happiness. Absolutely, Sherry. Absolutely. Oh, Lisa. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. The message from the angels for the raw rose quartz. Oh, and it went flying. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. There's validation. There's validation. Oh my gosh. Please listen to that again if you need to. But there it is, the validation that it is time for you to have what you want. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. That couldn't be the more perfect message to end this choice. All right, guys. I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Thank you for being here on the live. Thank you for being here on the replay. Oh, and I will talk to you soon. Awesome, Sherry. Thank you for being here on the live. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the fair exchange.